What's up, everybody? It's Mr. Brewer here, Friday, January 29th, and we're going to finish off this week by beginning our studies of Manifest Destiny in action. So, we learned about Manifest Destiny yesterday and what that means, and students have taken that one big takeaway from yesterday's lesson, and they're going to start to apply that over the next couple weeks or so. And so, today we're starting our 8.51 Texas independence. And so that objective requires us to look at the role of the Texas independence movement after 1821, and then we'll look at certain developments in that revolutionary movement. But mostly, I'm going to do our teaching on the revolution itself on Monday. But today we'll focus on parts of that. So the state standard also requires us to focus on two Tennesseans, Davy Crockett, Sam Houston. And then we'll also look at the legacy of the Alamo. So we're going to focus on that part of the objective today before we talk about the independence movement as a whole. And so, yeah, that's our focus. If you look at your one big takeaway for today, it's about the Alamo and the legacy of the Alamo. And so the Alamo, the Battle of the Alamo in 1836, comes to represent any struggle against difficult odds, and it inspires people to fight for freedom and other worthwhile causes, especially since for our focuses, it inspires more Texians to join the Texas Revolution. And so that is the significance, that is the legacy of the Alamo that we're going to harp on today. And then, of course, look at your content-related vocab. Sometimes that content-related vocab tells the story. And so can't remember all the words on there, but I think the first word I put on there was speculator. And so a speculator in terms of land is someone that is invited in and invests in land, looks at land, values land, and then tries to sell it. So that's how Mexico gets Americans to come to Mexico and sort of colonize Mexico in a sense. And then you also have mission. Mission is another one. So the Alamo is a former Spanish mission, and we'll look at that as well. And then eventually, I can't remember the other one, but I know another one is annex. And so the reason that Manifest Destiny comes into play with Texas is because eventually Texas, when they win their independence from Mexico, they're going to want to be annexed by the United States. They apply for statehood in the United States. But we're going to see in the 1830s, after they win their independence, Presidents Andrew Jackson, Martin Van Buren, and then William Henry Harrison in 1840, they really are cautious about it. They really try to avoid and not get involved in Texas statehood because they fear that it might swing the balance of power in the favor of slave states. So we'll keep that in mind for your pictures of today. I believe I've got a map for you, Texas, just so you can remind yourself where Texas is located. I've got a picture of the Alamo. Then I've also got an up-close map of Texas as well to show you where some of those cities are. Like Sam Houston, there's a city called Houston. I wonder who that's named for. And then we'll also look at San Antonio as well. That's where the Alamo is located. And so, yeah, when you look at your task today, do have one reading assignment for you, or TN history today, and that's called Remember the Tennesseans. You're going to read that. And honestly, I don't care about the questions too much. They're way too easy for today. I just want you to read it and enjoy the story and sort of absorb that understanding of, hey, Tennesseans played a big part in the Alamo, especially Davy Crockett and Sam Houston. Well, Sam Houston, I should say, in the Texas independence movement, not in the Alamo. So anyway, then I will give you a quick overview clip of Texas independence movement that will prepare us for our studies on Monday. And then the last thing, I'm trying something different, trying something fun, trying to do something called Reader's Theater. Now, this is more of an independent teacher-led Reader's Theater, but since the students are already reading something today, I am giving them a theatric reading of a newspaper article from 1836 that describes the Battle of the Alamo. It is the best known and most influential article on the Alamo. So I'm going to read that to you in my very poor Texas Southern twang voice, and then students will answer some questions to kind of test their understanding of the main ideas of that primary source, which is a newspaper article from 1836. So, you guys have a great day. Message me if you need me. Look at Skyward. Look at your makeup work. Some people have a lot of makeup work. I mean, the train doesn't stop. We're going to keep pushing ahead, full steam ahead. So, make sure that you take some time to catch up and message me or send me an email if you need me. You guys have a great day and have a great weekend. See you later.